Hey everyone, and welcome back to Go Try It, the show where adventure awaits. I'm Danny Fox.
And I'm Margaret Harper. Before we go any further, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. You want them to be healthy and full of life? We want the same for you.
You know, sometimes it feels like everywhere you turn, there's another health trend.
Right.
Especially when you're trying to improve things like your stress levels, sleep, or focus.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's hard to know what to actually, try and what's just hype.
Definitely.
So today we're doing a deep dive into something you might have heard of.
Okay.
It's called ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha, I've seen that around.
Yeah, it's kind of everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Supplements, social media. I even saw it at like a juice bar the other day.
Wow, fancy.
So basically, it's this ancient herb.
Okay.
It's been used in traditional Indian medicine for centuries.
That's interesting.
And it's classified as an adaptogen.
Adaptogen.
Yeah, so that means it helps your body manage stress.
So it doesn't, eliminate stress.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And we've got a ton of listener sources on this one. Articles, studies, even some personal stories.
Sounds like we've got a lot to dig into.
We do. So where should we even start?
Well, how about the beginning?
Okay, I like it.
Ashwagandha in Ayurveda.
Perfect. Margaret, lay it on us. What's the traditional use of this stuff?
So in Ayurveda, ashwagandha is like this revered herb.
Okay.
They use it to promote well-being, vitality, and they've been using it for thousands of years.
Thousands of years. For real?
For real, to address all kinds of things: stress, anxiety, sleep issues.
Wow, that's incredible. How did they traditionally prepare it?
Traditionally, they'd take the root of the ashwagandha plant,
Okay.
dry it, grind it into a powder, and then they'd mix it with warm milk, honey, ghee.
Ghee, that's clarified butter.
Right, that's it.
To make like a tonic.
Yeah, like a nourishing tonic.
Very different from like popping a capsule or mixing some powder into a smoothie.
Right.
That's how a lot of people are using it these days.
And while, those modern forms are definitely more convenient,
For sure.
it's still cool to see how this ancient wisdom is kind of making its way into modern wellness.
Definitely. But here's the thing that really blew my mind. Ashwagandha isn't just this Indian thing anymore.
No.
It's like global now.
You're kidding?
Nope. It's gaining popularity all over the world.
Wow. So people all over the world are trying ashwagandha.
They are.
Yeah.
But the big question is, does it actually live up to all the hype?
Yeah. That's what we're here to find out.
Exactly. Does it work?
Yeah.
And how? We'll get into that right after this.
Do you find yourself constantly reaching for caffeine or sugary snacks just to get through the day? What if you could tap into a natural source of sustained energy while also supporting your body's ability to burn fat? New research uncovered a powerful combination of natural ingredients designed to do exactly that. This isn't about a temporary spike followed by a crash. It's about providing your body with the natural support it needs to burn fat efficiently and maintain consistent energy levels throughout the day. Imagine feeling more energized, more focused, and more confident. Want to learn more about this natural energy and fat-burning solution? Click the link in the description.
Welcome back to Go Try It. We're in the middle of our deep dive on ashwagandha.
Yeah, this ancient herb that's making a comeback.
So before the break, we were about to get into the science.
The nitty-gritty.
Yeah, what does the research say about ashwagandha?
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to stress and anxiety.
Right, because who couldn't use a little help with that?
Seriously.
Okay, so let's talk cortisol.
Cortisol.
Yeah, that stress hormone.
Right. Our bodies release it when we're stressed.
Exactly, when we're feeling overwhelmed under pressure.
And if you have too much cortisol, that's not a good thing, right?
No, not at all. Especially if it's for a long time, chronic stress.
Yeah.
High cortisol can lead to a bunch of problems.
Like what?
Weight gain, sleep problems, weakened immune system, even an increased risk of some chronic diseases.
So, not good.
No.
So, how does ashwagandha, fit into all of this?
Well, get this. Studies have shown that ashwagandha can actually lower cortisol levels.
For real?
Yeah.
So, it helps keep that cortisol in check.
Exactly. And when your cortisol is balanced, you're better able to deal with stress.
Makes sense.
Both physically and mentally.
So it's not that it eliminates stress.
Yeah.
It's just that it helps you handle it better.
Precisely. It gives your body the tools it needs to cope.
I like that.
To kind of ride those waves, the ups and downs of life.
That's a good analogy.
Thanks.
What about anxiety specifically? Does ashwagandha, have a calming effect?
There's definitely evidence to suggest that it does.
Really?
There have been studies that show that ashwagandha can significantly reduce anxiety scores in people with generalized anxiety disorder.
Deity.
Yep, GAD.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
It is.
So, for people who deal with anxiety on a daily basis,
Right.
ashwagandha could be like a big help.
It's definitely something to look into.
Especially, if you're looking for natural ways to support your mental well-being.
Absolutely.
Now, besides stress and anxiety, I've also heard some things about ashwagandha and like brain power,
Oh, yeah.
cognitive benefits, like boosting your brain.
You're right. There's a lot of buzz about that right now. People are really interested in ashwagandha's potential to enhance cognitive function.
Interesting. What does the research say?
Well, some studies have suggested that it might improve memory, focus, and even protect your brain from, age-related decline.
So it could be helpful for like students, right?
Sure, students cramming for exams.
Or even just like anyone trying to keep their minds sharp as they get older.
Exactly.
So ashwagandha could be like a brain booster.
It's definitely an area worth exploring.
And speaking of areas worth exploring, I've also heard that ashwagandha can enhance physical performance.
Ah, yes. I think I've seen, athletes talking about using ashwagandha.
Yeah, like to help with their workouts and stuff.
Right, to boost their performance. And actually, there is some interesting research to support those claims.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for real. Studies have shown that ashwagandha can increase muscle strength and endurance.
Oh, way.
Yeah, and it might even help you recover faster after you exercise.
So it could help you, like at the gym,
It could.
get more out of your workouts,
Potentially,
recover
yeah.
faster.
Uh-huh.
Wow. And that's not just for, pro athletes.
Right. Anyone who's, trying to get in shape, improve their fitness.
Interesting. So this ashwagandha sounds pretty amazing.
It does, doesn't it?
But, we got to be responsible here.
Yeah, of course.
We need to talk about the potential downsides, too.
Right, we can't just ignore those.
Are there any risks, side effects, things people should be aware of?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, ashwagandha is generally considered safe,
Okay.
but there are some things to keep in mind.
Okay.
First, dosage is really important.
Dosage.
Yeah, like how much you take.
Makes sense.
It's always best to start with a low dose and then increase it gradually.
Okay.
See how your body reacts.
So what's a typical dose? Like, where do most people start?
Well, based on the research, a common starting point is somewhere between 250 milligrams and 600 milligrams a day,
Okay.
often split into 2 doses.
Got it. But, always good to check with your doctor.
Absolutely. Always a good idea.
Make sure it's right for you.
Exactly.
So, assuming you are taking it, as directed,
Right.
are there any, common side effects?
Most people seem to tolerate ashwagandha pretty well,
Okay.
but some people might experience some mild side effects. Things like an upset stomach,
Wow.
maybe diarrhea, or feeling a little drowsy.
Okay, so, not super serious.
No, usually not.
But you did say usually. Is there anything else?
Yeah, there have been a few rare cases of liver damage reported.
Oh, wow.
So again, it's really important to talk to your doctor first.
Right, right. Especially if you have any other health issues.
Exactly. Or if you're taking other medications.
Okay, good to know. Are there any situations where, ashwagandha is a definite no-go?
Oh, definitely. For example, if you have hyperthyroidism.
Hyperthyroidism.
Yeah, that means an overactive thyroid.
Okay.
Ashwagandha can actually stimulate thyroid hormone production, so...
So you don't want to take it if you've already got too much thyroid hormone.
Exactly.
Got it. Another reason to check with your doctor first.
Definitely. And it's also worth noting that ashwagandha could potentially interact with certain medications.
Okay.
Like blood thinners, immunosuppressants, that kind of thing.
So, yeah, always good to have that open communication with your doctor.
For sure.
Okay, so ashwagandha may not be for everyone,
Right.
but it definitely seems like it could have a lot of benefits.
Yeah, for a lot of people.
But there's one more thing we need to talk about.
That's that.
When it comes to herbal supplements, like ashwagandha,
Right.
there's the whole issue of regulation.
Oh, right. That's always a concern with supplements in general.
Yeah, how do we know what we're getting?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because the FDA doesn't regulate herbal supplements the same way they do, like prescription drugs.
Right, right. So that means there could be differences in quality and potency between brands.
Exactly. You don't always know what you're getting.
So how do we navigate that? What should we look for?
Well, You have to be an informed consumer.
Okay, how do we do that?
Look for reputable brands.
Okay.
Brands that use third-party testing.
Third-party testing, what's that?
That means that an independent lab has tested the product
Okay.
to make sure that it actually contains what it says it contains.
Gotcha.
And that the dosage is accurate.
So, like, it's an extra layer of, verification.
Right, exactly. It's all about transparency.
Makes sense. And, something else I've seen online.
Yeah.
People talking about ashwagandha causing, like, emotional blunting.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that too. It's been popping up on social media.
Yeah.
People saying they feel emotionally detached.
Or numb.
Yeah, numb.
Which is kind of strange, right?
It is a bit ironic.
Because it's supposed to help with stress and anxiety.
Right. But the thing is, everyone reacts to things differently.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of research on this specific side effect yet. But, it just highlights the importance of paying attention to your body.
Yeah. Like, how are you feeling?
Exactly. When you try something new, pay attention to how you react.
So, if you do decide to try ashwagandha, maybe start slowly.
That's always a good idea.
See how you feel, adjust your dosage.
Exactly. And if you experience any side effects that you don't like, stop taking it and talk to your doctor.
Makes sense.
Always better to be safe than sorry.
Definitely.
Do you find yourself constantly reaching for caffeine or sugary snacks just to get through the day? What if you could tap into a natural source of sustained energy while also supporting your body's ability to burn fat? New research uncovered a powerful combination of natural ingredients designed to do exactly that. This isn't about a temporary spike followed by a crash. It's about providing your body with the natural support it needs to burn fat efficiently and maintain consistent energy levels throughout the day. Imagine feeling more energized, more focused, and more confident. Want to learn more about this natural energy and fat-burning solution? Click the link in the description.
Welcome back to Go Try It. We've covered a lot of ground on ashwagandha.
We have, from the ancient history to the modern science and even, what's buzzing on social media.
So let's, kind of bring it all together.
Yeah, good idea.
What are the, key takeaways? What do people really need to know if they're thinking about trying ashwagandha?
Well, I think the first thing to remember is that ashwagandha is not, a magic bullet.
Okay.
It's not going to, erase all your stress or solve all your problems overnight.
Definitely not a quick fix.
Right. It's more about supporting your body's natural ability to, adapt.
And to thrive.
Exactly. And, based on the research we've looked at, it seems like ashwagandha can be a really helpful tool for that.
Yeah, especially when it comes to managing stress and anxiety.
Definitely. Those studies showing reduced cortisol levels and, those improved anxiety scores, that's pretty compelling.
It is. And we also talked about, the potential benefits for sleep, cognitive function.
Yeah. Physical performance, even hormonal balance.
It's pretty amazing how versatile this herb is.
It is, but it's super important to, be smart about it.
Right.
We talked about dosage.
Yeah, starting low.
Exactly, and gradually increasing it, based on how you're feeling.
And, of course, talking to your doctor.
Absolutely. Always a good idea, especially if you have any, health conditions.
Or if you're taking any other medications.
Exactly.
And we can't forget about, choosing a high-quality supplement.
Oh, right. That's huge.
Look for those brands that use third-party testing.
Yeah, so you're getting what you pay for.
Transparency is key.
Absolutely. And, at the end of the day, the most important thing is to listen to your body.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Exactly. Pay attention to how you're feeling physically and emotionally and, adjust as needed.
And like we talked about, some people have reported feeling that emotional blunting with ashwagandha.
Right.
Now, we don't have a ton of research on that yet, but
It's a good reminder that everyone's different.
for sure.
What works for one person might not work for another.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, the question is ashwagandha something you should try?
That's really up to you.
Yeah, but, after all this...
You're definitely more informed.
Exactly. We've explored the benefits, the risks.
The different ways to use it.
So now it's up to you to decide if ashwagandha has a place in your wellness routine.
If you're curious,
Go explore.
experiment.
See what ashwagandha can do for you. Go try it. Adventure awaits.